Hello, everyone. My name is Amy, and welcome to your low impact dumbbell workout. So low impact today means no jumping, taking it easy on the joints today. We have 2 circuits. Each circuit has 5 exercises. We'll perform each exercise for 45 seconds, go through them twice, and then move on to the next circuit. So you will need some weights if you want to add a little extra resistance to your workout, but weights are always optional. I'll be using light to medium weights, so some canned goods and 10 pounds. And you also need some space to move around and stay hydrated with some water, and we'll get started with our warm-up. Hey! Just getting started with our warm-up. Yay, hello. Welcome. Low impact workout today. So light to medium weights. I'll be using canned goods for my light weights and then 10 pounds for my medium weights. But weights are always optional. You don't have to use weights. You'll still get a great workout. So let's get started with our warm-up. Let's start with our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, and then exhale, let it go. So hopefully you had a great weekend. Hopefully your day is going well so far. So low impact today. So easy on the joints, no jumping. Okay, so let's bring our arms up overhead. We'll come into a squat. Shift your weight back into your heels, reach for the toes, extend the legs, and then slowly roll yourself up. Okay, reach up, come into your squat, reach for the toes, extend the legs, roll yourself up. Let's do that 2 more times. Okay, 1 more. And some shoulder rolls. Okay, let's do some knee pulls. So bring your knee in towards you. Use your arms to give your legs and knees a nice big hug. So just stretching the hips, lower body a little bit more. All right, let's do 1 more on each leg, and then we'll want to make sure we have some space in front of us. So I'll come over here. My hands are going to come to the floor. We'll have inchworms. So walk your hands out to a plank, and hips are down, core is engaged. A nice straight line from your shoulders, your hips, your ankles. And let's bring our knees to the floor and come into 1 push-up. So lower all the way down and then exhale and push up. Come back to the toes, walk your hands back. And a big reach up overhead. Back down, walk the hands out to a plank, come down to the knees, push up, and come back. Okay, this time we're going to come all the way down, come to your plank, walk those hands out. And back to the knees. So you're in tabletop, you're on hands and knees. You're going to extend the left leg out, float that right arm up, and then lower back down. So opposite arm leg extension. Pull the belly button in, engage the core. We'll just do a couple more on each side. Nice big reach with the arm. Press the heel away from the torso. Okay, let's come back to our plank. And lift the hips up, walk the hands back. Roll yourself up. Then we'll do some lateral lunges. So you'll take a step to the side, lunge in here. Back to the center, other side. So just like with our squats, when we're doing even lateral lunges, we want to make sure that we shift our hips back, keep the weight on the heels, the knees behind the toes. And 1 more on each side. All right, let's do some jumping jacks modified here. So stepping the toes out to the side, arms come up and down. Good, a few more. And come back into your march. Come into your march here. So a little jog in place, a little march in place. We're warmed up, stretched out, ready for our first circuit. So each circuit has 5 low impact moves. We'll perform each one for 45 seconds. So your first one, now I'm nice and warm. First one, I'll use my medium weights. We're gonna come into a deadlift and then a reverse lunge and a bicep curl. So I'm just doing a quick demo and then I'll get the timer going. So with your deadlift, keep your feet hip distance apart. Keep the core engaged, slide the weight a little bit past the knees and then come up tall for your reverse lunge. So we'll go in 10 seconds. Timer's ready. So feet hip distance apart. Weights in the front. Ready, set, go. Slide the weight a little bit past the knees, a little bend in the knees, and then squeeze the glutes to come up tall into a reverse lunge bicep curl. And then other side, deadlift first, and then a lunge and curl. Stand up nice and tall after each deadlift. Ten more seconds. Okay, we have about 10 seconds to our next move. Next move, we're gonna have our palm, keep your feet where they are, hip distance apart, palms face the front, come around the world, arms come all the way up overhead, and then a knee march. Tap the weight under the knee. So arms come up all the way around the world, come back down, bring the knee up, little tap with the weights under the knee. So I like to call these around the world marches. Core is engaged, so pull the belly button in. Ten more seconds. Okay, nice job. Let's come to the floor for some push-ups. So similar to our warm-up, so you can use weights for this next one or just your body weight. So you have a push-up, then we'll come into a T rotation. So row the weight up, press it up towards the ceiling, then back down for your push-up. Needs to be on the knees or the toes. And then come into that T on the other side. And then come into your plank for 4 knee marches, 4 climbers. And then back to your push-up and creating that T shape with the floor, the arm, and then 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 marches. Okay, let's come on back up. Come into a wide stance, and we'll keep our feet stationary. Keep your feet wide the whole time. You're gonna lunge to one side, just like our warm-up, lateral lunge. And then when you come to the center, raise your arms up to the front, about shoulder height. So bring those arms up parallel to the floor, then back down. So make sure you don't hold your breath. Exhale on exertion. So exhale when you're lifting the weight. Okay, about 10 more seconds. All right. Now I'm going to use my light weights. So we have a skate. It's a diagonal step back like you're skating, and then a reach up overhead, and then other side. Skate, reach, skate, reach. So even as you're skating, even as you're lunging, still try to keep the chest lifted. Still try to keep the gaze up. And as you're reaching overhead to the center, maybe you add that heel raise. Ten more seconds. Okay, nice job. That completes all 5 exercises. Let's go back to the top with our deadlift. Let's go through these 5 moves again. Then we'll take our first water break. But definitely feel free to take your breaks as you need them. And then just hop right in when you're ready. But we have our deadlift, reverse lunge, bicep curl. So keep the back straight, little bend in the knees. Good job, final seconds. Lunge and curl. Okay. We have our around the world marches. Nice big range of motion with the arms. So keep the palms facing the front of the space, front of the room the entire time throughout the whole motion. And then adding that knee march. Maybe even tap the weights under the knees, pull the belly button in, lift the knee up. It's a good way to work on balance too. Ooh, 10 more seconds. All right, let's come down to the floor for our push-ups. So these can be with or without weights. Push up on the knees or toes. And then open up, come into that side plank, the T rotation. Ready, set, go. Push up and T rotation. And then when you get both sides, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4 climbers. Woo. All right, then we come on back up for our wide stance, our lateral lunge to the front raise. So keep your feet stationary, shift the hips back, lunge to one side, come back to the center, and then raising the arms up, about shoulder height, parallel to the floor. Twenty seconds left. All right, now we're made it to our final move. Your light weights or no weights, and it's a skate to one side, reach overhead. Ready, set, let's go. Reach and heel raise. Okay, we're 20 seconds. Try not to hold your breath. Lunge and reach. Keep the chest lifted. Whew. All right, that completes circuit one. Let's take a water break. And we'll start circuit two in about 30 seconds. How are we doing so far? So glad you guys are moving with me live today. Okay, sit-ups are next. And again, light to medium weights. So we'll start on the floor. Knees bent, feet on the floor. You're going to press the weight up and down, and then sit up, press the weight up and down overhead, or these can be crunches on the floor. Crunch up and down. Ready, set, go. So if you're sitting all the way up, come into your narrow press. Sit all the way up after that, then press the weight up overhead. Roll back down. So you could do a crunch here, and then that press. Crunch, and then press. Or sit all the way up, press overhead. Three, two, one. Okay, we're coming back up. We're coming up. We've got a wide stance, but for squats this time. Get your medium weights, feet wide, toes point out about 45 degrees to the front corners of your room. Squat down, squeeze the glutes, come all the way back upright for an upright row. Come all the way up tall. So it's a squat and rowing the weights up. So with your rows, you want to make sure you keep your elbows up and your shoulders stay down away from the ears, and it's about leading with the elbows. And that's how you'll really get the shoulder muscles, deltoids. All right. Okay, so you need one weight for this next one. One medium weight, another fun pass under, another fun trick we're going to do under our legs. So it's a big lunge forward, pass the weight under the leg, come into your arm curl. So if you have your weight in your left hand, lunge with the opposite leg, pass it under, come back to the center, bicep curl. Left leg lunges, pass the weight right to left, come upright, bicep curl. Okay, final seconds. Okay, we have inchworms. We were doing these with our warm up, but maybe that we're a little more warm. Maybe we can try our inchworm staying on our toes the whole time. And we're gonna add a push up. Try as many as you can on the toes. So after one push-up, walk your hands back. Reach overhead, heel raise. Come back out. Push up on the knees or toes. Lift the hips up, walk the hands back. And it's a reach with that heel raise. $15 to go. How many more inchworms can you get? And reach. All right, our final move of this circuit. We've got some touchdown squats. I'm gonna use my light weights. We're gonna squat, touch the floor, reach up overhead. Ready, set, go. I'm gonna try to move a little quicker so I have my light weights down and up, down and up. Touchdown, reach up, touchdown, reach up. Maybe another heel raise. Working all the little muscles in the feet, working on your balance and your cardio. Touchdown, reach up, touchdown, reach up. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8. Woo. Okay, nice job. Let's start round 2, the sit-ups on the floor. Here we go. 5 moves, then we're all done. Okay, so sit up with that narrow press and overhead press. Roll back. Okay, nice job. Keep pressing, keep crunching. Final seconds. All right, okay, then we come on up for our squats to that upright row. Narrow or wide stance. Toes point out about 45 degrees. Squat down, keep the shoulders down, and bring those elbows up for your row. So exhale and lift the weight. Exhale and stand up tall. Okay, 10 seconds. All right, we have our lunges with one weight. So if you're lunging with the left foot, weights in their opposite hand, that right hand. Lunge under, pass the dumbbell under, bicep curl. Let's go. Lunge, pass under, curl. Really forces you to bend your knees, lunge down, try to keep the torso upright, even as you're trying to pass that dumbbell under. Bend that back knee straight down towards the floor. All right, 2 more moves. We have our inchworms. Inchworm out, push up on the knees or the toes, inchworm back, heel raise. Ready, set, let's go. Come on out, push up, and bring it back in, reach. Keep walking those hands out all the way to a plank. Push up, down and up. Lift the hips up, walk the hands back. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3. Ooh, all right, made it to our last move. Final 45 seconds of work. Touch down, reach up. Option to add weights. Okay, here we go. Touch down, get low, squat, and a big reach overhead. Add that heel raise. Down, reach up. Try to make it a point. Touch the floor. Touch down. Each squat. As low as you comfortably can. 10, 9, 8. Ooh, 1 and done. Nice job. Put your stuff aside. Let's walk it off. March it out. Get a sip of water. We'll do a couple cool down stretches. Slowly bring the heart rate back down before we move on to the rest of our day. Okay, let's bring our feet hip distance apart. Take a big step back with this leg here. Reach the arms up overhead, bend the elbows, then squeeze the shoulder blades together. It's a good chest or a good stretch for your chest, especially if you're at a computer a lot. Anything with squeezing the shoulder blades together. Good way to open up the chest. Okay, let's take a half step in with the back foot. Shift your hips back and then reach for the toes. Okay, plant that front foot down. Roll yourself up. And let's do the other side. Feet hip distance apart. Big step back with the other leg. So it's a good stretch for the hip flexor. And then let's interlace our hands. Reach forward, so trying to separate the shoulder blades. Okay, reach up and arms come down. Take a half step in with that back foot. Shift your hips back, reach for the toes. And plant that front foot down. Roll yourself up. Shoulder rolls. Reach the arms up and to the side. So maybe looking up under your armpit, keep the chest lifted. And to the other side. All right, take a deep breath in, reach up, exhale down. Let's do one more. And you are finished. You made it. Thank you so much for moving with me today. It was my pleasure leading you, truly my pleasure leading you through this low impact workout. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you next time.